With 120,000 naira, which is about $70, is the Infinix Smart 10 worth buying. It features an IP64 splash and dust resistant rating, a 5000 mAh battery, and a 120Hz refresh rate display. So, should you get it? Well, this question and more will be answered in the course of this video. So, kindly click on that like button so that more people can get to see this video, and that subscribe button as well. And let's get started. Unboxing the Infinix Smart 10, you are greeted with the phone, charging brick, USB-C cable, SIM ejector tool, some paperwork, and a clear TPU case. For one, I really like the design of the Infinix Smart 10. It looks minimal and clean, which I am a fan of. At the bottom is the USB Type-C port, speaker grill, and a headphone jack. At the side is the dual 4G nano SIM card slot, and yes, we have the ability to expand storage using a micro SD card. According to Infinix, the Infinix Smart 10 is capable of 4.5G. In simple terms, it's just a slightly faster and more efficient version of 4G, which is quite good. On top is another speaker, which means the Infinix Smart 10 is capable of stereo audio. This is quite rare at this price range. The power button serves as a fingerprint scanner. There is also face unlock as well if you prefer that. Alright, the Infinix Smart 10 rocks a 6.67-inch display with a 720p resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and surprisingly a bright display at 700 nits. Typically, devices at this price range are usually anywhere from 450 to 500 nits in brightness, and they are practically unusable outdoors. But it is nice seeing that the Infinix Smart 10 is a bit brighter. You also get always on display, which is quite interesting to say the least. I mean, it works even though the display isn't AMOLED, so if you want to, have a glance at your clock or your notifications, then it's a nice feature. I mean, it's better than a company that has AMOLED displays on their budget devices but do not have always on display. Samsung. Software is Android 15 Go edition with the XOS 15.1 skin on top of it. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't like Android Go edition, which is understandable. I mean, it limits the types of apps you can install, so you can't really install a wide variety of apps, but the regular social media apps like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and the likes works just fine. And frankly, if you are bothered by Android Go edition, then you shouldn't really be looking to get a device at this price range. Under the hood is the Unisoc T7250 chipset. This chipset has been in quite the number of entry-level to budget devices this year. It's an alright chipset for the basic tasks, nothing too extraordinary, so no gaming with this processor. We also get 3GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. The RAM can be expanded using memory fusion. Now, obviously, the Infinix Smart 10 isn't meant for gaming, and I don't think anyone who is planning to get it is planning to game either. It has a 5000 mAh battery, which is well enough for a day's worth of usage, and even more considering how underpowered this chipset is. Charging is on the slower side as it only supports 15 watts charging. The Infinix Smart 10 lacks features such as NFC, which is frankly understandable, but it then gives features such as an infrared sensor and gyroscope, which can come in handy. At the rear, we have an 8MP main camera, and then at the front, we have an 8MP selfie camera as well, both capable of taking okay photos under good light and videos up to 1080p 30 frames per second. As you can tell, this isn't a camera phone, but if you need to take the occasional snaps, then it is decent enough. Alright, should you buy the Infinix Smart 10? Yes, if you understand that this is an entry-level device meant for very basic tasks. However, I will recommend the itel CT100. It is a solid alternative at this price range. It offers more storage options at 6GB of RAM and faster UFS 2.2 storage. It also offers a 5200 mAh battery with 18 watts fast charging. Other features are identical with the Infinix Smart 10, features such as the IP64 splash and dust resistant rating, the 700 nits of brightness, and even the processor itself. So I would say you should get the itel CT100 instead if you are looking to get the Infinix Smart 10. But both devices, you really can't go wrong if you set your expectations right. But yeah, let me know your own thoughts in the comments, and yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.